Excel can plot a 3D chart, and of course you need to have the right data. Here is an example. I have calculated the monthly payment of a mortgage as a function of both down payment and interest rate. So there are 5 scenarios of down payment in increasing order, and there's a interest rate 3 scenarios and in increasing order, and this is basically done with a two-way data table. Now that we have this in results, and you can see here I actually used conditional formatting just to see how my monthly payment would change as a function of those 2 variables, and this is all pretty good. With this data, an alternative way is to plot a 3D chart, just to see this change in a three-dimensional way. Now in Excel it is called a surface chart. Let me show you how to do it. Select the data, and I'm not for now selecting the headers. Let's see. Go to 3D surface, and immediately you can see a 3D chart is shaping up. Okay, now we need to do a few things to make this readable. First of all, you need to add the right labels for your X and Y's. We do this by selecting data. This is important because you want to make sure the direction is correct on the right variables. So you can see there are 3 series, and from the Y values here, I know the series 3 effectively is pointing to this column. So what's the name? Well, the name in here should be the interest rate here. So I click on that, and let's see, click on that, and the label should be this one. As you can see, as I do it, it's actually being reflected in real time here. So I quickly select series 1 name, and series 2, and that's the first step. So this is all good. Now the angle is not that great. I can do a 3D rotation, and you can experiment a little bit. Here I'm not going to go very crazy, just change it along x-axis a little bit. Okay, now, and the axis is not very good, in the sense that my value is concentrated in the interval negative 1400 to say negative 2000, but here it plots all the way down from 0. So let's right click on format axis, and the minimum is 2000. The maximum, instead of 0, with the data I can safely say minus, say 1200, or you can say 14 or 13. They are fine. Alright, so I'm gonna click OK, and now you can see the trend is pretty clear, although I need to rotate a little bit more or less, depending on where you see it. Okay, this time I'm gonna try a little bit y-axis. So what's the idea here? As you can see, now as your payment goes up, your monthly down payment actually is getting smaller, right? So you pay less and less as your down payment goes up. As your interest rate goes a little bit higher, though, your it goes the other direction. So take a dive, you pay more. So all these are pretty intuitive, but from this 3D graph, we can actually gain a sort of a real perspective.